Hi, I'm Cody, and I'm from the Spirit Riders just outside of San Antonio in Lytle, Texas. When I joined CMA, I was looking forward to ministry opportunities. And my area rep, Art, had invited me to be on the hospital chaplaincy team with the Lone Star Rally and to go down there to minister to the folks. Not ever being at a rally, I didn't know what to expect. And we had a meeting on a Tuesday night, and I took off late at night to get to Galveston. As I'm going down the road and getting closer to Houston, I came upon so many other bikes going down into the rally. Most of them were of the secular nature, and they were all really friendly, and I just couldn't figure it out. By the time I got there and I realized that it was because of the CMA colors that I wear that I was pretty receptive to the folks that were traveling down the road. As I pitched in and did what I could do, I realized that this was not going to be about me. I had gone there with the expectation of maybe fulfilling a blessing inside of me, but then I realized that no, this was going to be about God. It was going to be about Jesus and what I can do for Him. One of the first things that we came across as we started to go through the hospital and started to pray for folks that were there, they weren't actually related to the Lone Star Rally. These were some of the normal folks that had been in the community, and we started to pray with some of them. We went up to one of the floors and we met a young lady who was perplexed looking. She didn't quite know what to do, where to go. And that night before, if I remember right, there was a huge accident at about 15 miles outside of Galveston. And the husband had passed away, and the wife was in intensive care, and I think she was in a coma. And when we came across this lady up at the hospital, we started praying with her, and it was at near the end of our prayer session that we realized that she was I think she was the sister of the young lady that was there in the coma. And it was just wonderful how God was able to bring us together in that situation to fulfill the mission and need that He had for us to do. One of our CMA young ladies ended up breaking her foot, and she took a tumble and she got bruised up pretty good. So we were asked to go and to help her, and we found her at the hospital. We prayed with her, and then she gave us a request if we can go find her motorcycle. She gave us a rough idea where she was, and we went there looking and looking, and we just could not find the exact location where it was. So my area rep and I, on my Spider, he got behind me. I don't normally carry somebody behind me on my Spider, especially if it's a dude. So it was kind of funny. I didn't have the pigtails to put on the helmet. But we went down the road anyways, and we just hoped that we were going fast enough that nobody would recognize us. Well, that's not the case. We got to where we were supposed to be, and there's all of our CMA members that are working the gates and all that stuff, and they were kind of tickled. And so my area rep, who I was carrying, Art, he had to get on her motorcycle and to bring it to a location where she was staying. I didn't know who this young lady was until after this point and realized she was staying in the same place I was. So he had to get on this trike he had never been on before. I didn't even think about it, and we're going down the road, and I'm going the speed limit and never go over, going the speed limit, not realizing that my area rep had never been on a trike before. His face was priceless when he got off that bike. If it wasn't for those that had come before me at that hospital ministry, and had already set up this ministry for what CMA can do there in Galveston when the Lone Star Rally is, it would have been kind of hard to pick and choose what we needed to do. But because of the area rep for Art to be there and Bob to be there, after setting all of this up, it was such an easy fit for me, and as a chaplain, to come in and to be able to pray with these folks and to help them minister to them for their healing needs and ask for restoration from Jesus and from God. We were getting ready to leave the hospital, and as we started to tie everything up and started to put everything back and get it together, my perspective on what I was expecting at the Lone Star Rally had actually changed, and I felt that there was such a great awakening that was happening because of what CMA does down here at the Lone Star Rally. I would invite anybody that has never been to a rally like that to attend. You will become more blessed because of what you're doing.